Hi, everybody. So today is day 19. Got a little purple people eater with me here. Um, Anyways, what did I want to talk about today? I'm Lori Larson. Hi. So today, I had to phone a friend, you know, because I had the awareness, so Access Consciousness has classes all over the world. Throughout the night, the other night, I had this awareness that I should be going to this class that's coming up this weekend in Dublin, Ireland, which is running from June 8th to 10th. So today's June 6th. It was just the awareness of the class was just so light and so expansive and so fun. And so I was like, okay, well, when something that is that light and that right, I'm gonna choose it, right? So I set myself in motion in choosing it. So I started to look at plane flights. I looked at, what the cost of the class would be. How would I work that out? I was looking at all of the aspects of it. And what was really interesting is it brought up an awful lot of energy for me because choosing that class, just this short notice, like you don't do that. You don't just pick a class like that halfway around the world. And because it would be a 4-hour flight and then a 9-hour flight to get there from where I live to get to Dublin, Ireland. And you just don't choose things like that on short notice. So I was so aware of judgments of, again, like I've talked about before, like what other people think. And then I was like, even just asking for it, going to my hubby and saying, hey, hun, this class is really loud to me. And I'm feeling really uncertain about asking you for this, or asking you to, contribute or support me in it. Because the way him and I choose to do things is what he makes is our money and what I make is our money. And that's just always worked for us in the almost 30 years we've been together. So that works for us. And so anyways, but I was surprised at how little I was feeling about asking for this. But I did. I just pushed down my barriers. I expanded out. And I was like, I don't care how uncomfortable this is. I'm going to ask anyways. So I did, talked about it with him, because it wouldn't work for me if it really didn't work for him. That doesn't mean that I still would or wouldn't choose it. But there would be a level of consideration that I would like to have for him and I as a partner and how we choose to work together. So anyways, he was kind of like, yeah, okay, if that's what you really want to do, go ahead. Maybe it wouldn't be how he'd spend money. But then he said, well, maybe I'll go on a guy's trip. And I was like, yeah, cool. Yeah. So anyways, and as this went along, I was like, okay, well, I guess I'm going to be choosing this. And then I went to go actually book the flight and go further, and I couldn't. And I was like, well, that's really weird. Why would something be so light, get me to go through all that process, and then I can't click pay or click send or click confirm, right? And so what I ended up doing was I decided to go to judgment of myself because I must be doing something wrong here. I'm going to make the wrong decision. If I don't go to a class that's that light, it's going to be wrong. And then if I don't end up, and if I don't go, it's going to be wrong. But what's this thing that's stopping me from choosing it? And it was really interesting because I was able to talk with a girlfriend today. And what I found out and became aware of is that I'm aware of a future that I desire. And that class has the energy that matches the future that I desire. The stop is that I desire it, it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be like tomorrow, because I would have had to fly tomorrow. I would have had to pretty much fly tomorrow or the next day to go. And, is my body ready for that, for that long of a flight? And just other considerations around it. And so it was really, really interesting to get the awareness of how much I've done that before. Like, with being a person that's so aware of what's going on, and maybe you guys can relate to this. It's like, if I want to lose 20 pounds, okay, how come I didn't do it yesterday? What would be another thing? I'm aware that I'd be a really great public speaker. So how come I'm not doing it now? And then it's like, oh, I got the awareness that, wow, that would be really cool to go to Dublin, Ireland and do a Access Consciousness class there. I mean, just imagine listening to them talk. It's when they talk from Ireland, it's like they sing. How much fun would that be? And so just because I got the awareness like a couple days ago that would really contribute to me, does it mean that I then have to have it now, like right this 10 seconds? And I get that there is choices like that come that fast and work that fast for us. And I always know that if it's light and right for me, I'll choose it. It's like boom, 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 boom. And I'll look back and go, wow, that was cool. And it's so funny how quick I wanted to judge myself for not going boom, 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 boom with all of this. And so it wasn't until this friend asked me a question, and she said, so Truth Lori, is your body ready to take this class? And it was like, no, that's really heavy. So the other thing that I also realized too is that when I was looking at the class and looking at going and having it come together, all that ease, as I was like, wow, I can't choose this fast, this ease. I can't let myself have this. And I was like, wow, well, that in itself is limiting, to realize that I'm not going to let myself have something that's going to actually create more. So I did, like in Access Consciousness, there's all these different kind of tools. They have their cool clearing statement and stuff. So I used all these tools, and it was really interesting because then when I actually cleared that energy that I couldn't have it actually changed so that it was heavy to go. And it confused the hell out of me. It just totally confused me. So I wonder if you could look at, like, this is where asking questions is such a gift and so important, because without asking questions, each time it's going to be different. Like one time it's going to be, I got the awareness to go to this body class in Dublin, and boom, choose it, book the flight, bam, go, yay, And then another time it's going to be the awareness and the shifts that are created in choosing it. So the choosing it in the end, and choosing it and asking questions and being aware of what was coming up for me and clearing that and changing it and changing the energy of it, ended up changing the energy of the end, what I thought would be the end result of the creation, which would be like going to the body class. And then what if there's other times where I have this awareness of the future, and so truth is now the time. So there's all these different, and that's why we got to ask questions. It's kind of like when I talked about on the other video. It's like there's not just one size fits all. So anyways, I kind of get that this one's gone a little longer than usual, but let me know if this created value. Let me know if it actually made sense, because like it made sense to me. But if you're not used to asking questions and you're used to being a conclusionist like myself, which is why I thought when the energy shifted like halfway in between, I thought it was then wrong. I wasn't choosing the body class, like wasn't choosing to go. But this time the target was to just shift the limitations and also give me the awareness that, yeah, that would be fun. And will it be fun in the future is now the time. So it's kind of like going halfway, but it wasn't wrong. Anyways, I hope you guys get it. Okay, hope you have an awesome day, evening, night, whenever you're watching this. I adore you. There's Lori Larson again, signing off. Hugs to you guys. See you. Bye.